Hello, hello.
Otto, how fares the realm?
What's good?
The realm?
What's up?
Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Damn, Clive.
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Raising the volume a little bit. Hopefully it's not too loud later during the fight scenes, the fight sections. Okay,
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm.
bro, they call themselves the Einherjar? Nice.
Short,
They're really sticking with that
Odin
motif.
It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
So, something that I don't know if has become a practicality that I didn't realize until Vivian brought it up. If their crystals stop working and everyone uses crystals for literally everything, doesn't that mean that they're just gonna further the abuse of
There's talk of these
the
skies
bearers?
driving men mad.
Like
Most
if
of
they
the
don't
hideaways on
don't
edge.
have the crystals to use for like their water or their furnaces, like they said, aren't they just gonna abuse the bearers, the people that can use magic by themselves, even more? Aren't we doing this for the opposite effect, to free them, but now they're just getting abused more because now they don't even have the crystals to lean back on?
Is a storm coming soon?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Okay, back to Otto. I just want to use my cool new sword.
Did you see that?
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It
It
fucking
rains,
pours.
things go wet.
The curse breakers
Oh.
are spread thin, taking
Yeah.
stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Who?
Jill and I.
Oh.
Let them know we're on our way.
Okay. Side quests? Any here? No. Alright.
Clive! Here you go.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna. I think this is Martha, right? I'm gonna help Martha first.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
God damn.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now,
Yeah, we came here just to see what's up, and
that's
then
where
we're
the fighting
leaving.
is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Da 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 da.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
That's on the road? I think that's on the road.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Where are they? Akashic. Akashic. I see. Okay, they. It's not like the humans that just turn blue. Looks like the monsters just have the Akashic modifier in front of them.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Okay, let's check out first this. Alright, I hold. Or I don't hold, I just... Oh. Okay, let's just get it to 2. Okay, that's it. That's pretty cool. Okay. Okay, that's kind of useless during a boss fight, but that's fine. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to use magic. Oh well. Wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Cool. Cool. I'll just get it to 1. What do my satellites do? I forgot. What do my satellites do? Summon multiple light aspected familiars that attack any enemy on which Clive uses magic. Oh, okay, I have to use magic. Got it. Got it. Alright, my satellites weren't doing anything. Like, what do I do? I forgot, yeah.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here?
Oh.
Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
Oh no, not the Anon. Oh, I didn't check levels during the fight. Rip.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Let's go, Jill. Let's go, Torgal.
My brothers.
My brothers.
Mad dogs.
Oh no. Not the Akashic. Okay. Listen, I got it. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, let's see how that sounds. Is that our
Squire,
boy?
I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help.
Why are you screaming?
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
No, not the turtles. Oh, man.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try.
Why are you screaming?
Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Brother, he's in fighting position. What do you mean? Whoa, sick. Charging up, charging up. I just get it to one.
Fire and flame!
Is he the last one? Boom, 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 boom. New enemies. slow though. 1. Guys, you got one more scorpion here. Wait, what? Boom. Wait, I did nothing to him. Whoa, these satellites do heck of damage to this. They do a lot of damage to the stag bar. Sick.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Martha, it's too
Something wrong.
dangerous.
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool.
East.
You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Eastpool is north. Okay. Ironic.
Just patch me up.
Not the goblins.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Big damage. No, not the chocobos. You monsters. Oh, I missed. Jill, come on. Bro, you saw that? Jill literally waited for it to be one tap before she used her magic.
Something's coming.
Is it the eye monster?
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, like 2 waves.
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Mudah. Ow, fuck. Gotta get staggered again, idiot. I get some health back.
Farewell.
Idiot. Bro, I like these satellites. Nice, level up, Hog. I should get into the habit of using magic more often for the stagger, now that I have the satellites, at least.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Of course not. I don't like the way they smell. Ooh. Oh, it's not an item I could use, it's just a decoration.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, Might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
Can you believe this guy?
We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
I got me a squire. Okay. How do I get to like this? Do we have any friends here? Oh, this is where the the veil is.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Ghosts? Then a wall won't stop them. I saw it with my own eyes.
Oh yeah, I got rid of the crystal. They left the original some bricks, and now all her clients are gone. Oof.
I can't do it. I can't fight those things.
But you can. You must. For me. For us.
I believe in you, brother. Oh, the water's gone. Oh, the water's not gone. It just looks lower.
My lord. Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Okay.
We could leave.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
Ooh, that might be our
I would
fault.
have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered. Or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
Is this the time?
I'm listening.
I don't think this is the time for this.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors. You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family.
It's all right.
Why these two specifically? That one. All those people in between? Nope, I only want to talk to these two.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Okay, we're going that way. Got it.
The two soldiers were carrying another.
Oof.
It was all they could do to escape.
Come, Ambrosia.
Run like the wind.
Huh. Is there... They don't usually look like that, just roaming out in the wild unless, Are they a mark? Or just a big monster? Just a big monster. Okay, got it.
No mistakes.
Clive, look.
I see them. It's with me.
They're kind of too far apart. I don't think it's gonna hit. Okay.
Should I prime?
No.
Save your strength.
wish the satellites worked in part with this as well. And these kind of does magic. Nice. Right when you spawn, idiot. Gotta get to him. Fuck, here we go. Stick him. Over here. Boom, 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 boom. Turtle, get him. Turtle, get him. Idiot. Bro, these things are poggers for the big bosses. They're still pretty good for mobs, but you kind of lose their effectiveness.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more.
But they're
I'd say we've
really
done
good
what we can
for
the time
the
being.
bosses with, or at least mid bosses,
Then we
like
should let
with the
Isabel
stagger
know.
bar.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Respect.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post.
What are those eyes, my lady?
Milady.
My lady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Nice. That was quicker than the first one. And Martha. What's this? Should I use it now? If we don't go towards down the Fang, I won't get to the store. Damn, even right here in the middle of the town? That's crazy.
Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load. Still, better a branded than one of us.
I don't want to help them anymore. I don't want to help these people. These people can get overrun. Can I say no?
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine.
Alright,
But
then I
the
guess we have
fact
nothing to
is,
do here.
I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes
True.
a fair point, Sid.
True and real.
You won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Okay, what's the problem?
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you.
So the answer is a little bit of column A and a little bit of
Any
column
more of
B.
this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Why is she giving me that look?
Victor.
What did I do?
What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costner's. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
I was trying to remember where he was from, where I knew him from this entire time. I can't put his name to it. I can't remember. I don't know how I know this guy.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
True.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that
Of
fear and anger can
course.
be directed at the bandits.
Just
It
dodge,
appears we have a
forehead.
plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
I have bigger things to do, so do I have to be here for
Your
this?
faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Your own city guard. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself.
It's a rapier,
Conrad,
not a spear.
may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The
She has a sword on
Pleasure
her
is all
and not a
mine.
spear.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
Yeah.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
You know, maybe it's an issue of having to program in everything, but I have noticed
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalimil is not to be trifled with.
no one in this game, or at least more so in this engine, has any hair outside of their head.
Hold on! I'll have my branded heal your hurts.
You know, I noticed it now because a lot of people here have, or a lot of the men have no hair, no shirts on.
Hadn't been hard enough around here since
But yeah, I guess it's also a thing of, and Clive also always has his, like a pretty deep V. I forget what Sid wears,
My shop.
but I don't think he had.
If I had my pickaxe, I would have.
Don't get yourself. No one has any chest hair. I guess they just didn't want to
I mean,
design
it may
and
still be
program in
possible to buy
Chester.
something, and we... Ah, here he is now.
Although not that
Natalie,
the hair on their
allow
heads
me to
move.
introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of
Does Jill's hair move?
Merchants.
Lord Underhill.
Right? Because
At
Clive,
your service.
Lubor, and then
Underhill.
this late and this Natalie.
I was
We're all
just
wearing
telling the
helmets.
good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
Good acting.
Is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Not the charade. Good acting, Clive.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
It appears I have no choice but to do what they...
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
He's just waiting for them
It will be
to
for
off
us to see
himself,
that
each
their
other, so
hands
that
are
he
kept
can swoop in.
occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The final sting.
The
vermin folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
I got one.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Yeah, but they can't, so it's all fun. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Not today, sir. Wait, excuse me? How am I almost dead? Come on. Come on. Idiot. Bro, how did I almost die there? Maybe I was playing too much. I was messing around too much.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
We should hurry. Okay. Takes the slowest walk ever.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
And then they go, alright, I'll see you later for dinner.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Come now, Victor.
Usually how
Why
it goes,
quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Bro, this one was trash. Compared to the other two? Bro, I don't care what happens with these people in fighting.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto. Mind at rest.
There we go. Look, I just want to hang out with my brother. Where's Joshua?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot.
With them, the fear in our hearts. Once more shall the markets echo with mirth and merriment. And it is you who we have to thank. 1,500, sick.
Here you are.
Okay, what else do we get? Okay, music. Ooh.
All done?
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen.
Oh, that
that
pendant is useless.
You take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Bro, it just increases line heart tonic duration by 30 seconds. Bro. That's trash.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Did we know about Ultima? From the beginning?
Very little.
Well,
I'm afraid.
From the beginning, but since like the Sid...
Despite my best efforts.
Incident?
18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
What do you mean, why?
Why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
It's obvious he has the power to take all the icons in him.
That is one of many answers that have eluded me.
What do you mean?
Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements.
Yeah, I'm glad they're at least bringing it up.
It's you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. but they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua! Clive! It's Gav! There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Tell him I'm busy. My brother's sick.
Well,
now he
what's
runs?
the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
As opposed to...
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here.
No, Vivian.
This road.
It's a question
through
for
Tabor
you, and you
should
use a
provide
map.
the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right.
Not this
we travel
song.
together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Wait, Jill's not coming?
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
We're not going together?
You know how I feel about this. But your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
Yeah, kind of.
Taya's right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
Clive.
The beginning part of that little hit right there sounds like...
Allow me to educate you.
Whose theme is it? Is it Obi-Wan Kenobi's theme?
Of course. Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
S S B A C. Okay, let's get these side quests. Don't tell me I'm gonna get stuck doing side quests all again.
It seems the hideaway is lost.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be thunder?
How do you see anything from there?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Oh, that blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Me?
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped? Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Yeah, I'm not against.
I've never been one to
helping,
play
but-
favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget,
Fetch quest
you've
just
got
to
a
go get that
reputation
fetch
to uphold.
quest. Okay, maybe I'll go talk to the children.
It seems the hideaway is lost.
Dudes?
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil way.
Not
Folk said
Dalimil
she's
again.
been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd Never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm not a...
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Bro, why can't people just talk to people here? Why do I have to be the middleman? I'm literally trying to save the world.
I heard the Emperor.
Right? Normally this isn't like a strange thing for RPGs to have, where the overarching story is you saving the world, but then these side quests are irrelevant. But that's so especially strange here, where I'm the literal boss of the area.
You'll get us all straight. I'm telling you.
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way I see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Not the ninja-neer.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
Yeah?
Then
the less heavy thing. And then the other
three
less
need
heavy
to
thing.
learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
you're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing.
Whoa!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Not chocobo
Good
wings.
thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot.
Bangers and mash?
They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
For frying bangers.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that?
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
I did it.
Yes, we did it.
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me
No,
how.
they're ninja-neers.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Oh, hairs. I didn't make the connection there.
Look, we never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
No, I said I only do what you told me to do. He didn't mention the cogwheel. You fix it, idiots. It's I immediately knew what ninja-neers was, but I maybe it's because ninja-neer is way more outlandish to say than hair.
Did you see that?
Lady Karen, how's business?
Oh, that
Not
door on the
nearly as
side leads
foul as
to
the weather.
her.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
I asked
Just
one question.
Asking.
What do you mean raking her
interest.
over the coals?
All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocence, do you?
No, that's why I'm here to ask.
I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Yeah.
Good day.
Like, where does this door lead?
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
that the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
And Dalimil.
Seems the
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Thank you
Please, there's no need.
for noticing.
Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Okay. Okay. Now, Harpocrates.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind.
No,
it's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone. so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be...
Oh, there's a quest in my room.
It seems the hideaway is...
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Let's look at the stupid scarf real quick. There we go. Sure, I'll read them. The Guardians are getting along with the Axis fine enough, working to shore up the rest's walls, when not clearing out what few threats remain down in the reeds. Though, chances are we'd still be neck deep in Akashic had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you've a realm to save and all, but if you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. You have an uncanny talent of showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic, and us but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thin and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hardworking, so as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you. Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping rid us of the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to think we have seen the end of their like. Good Felipe has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling. But I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I imagined, the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. The Guard and League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard, we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery, and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? And then, Master Clive, I apologize for this sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits in back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Sebastian Rutherford.
Rutherford? Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Where would he be at Martha's Rest?
Smooth like butter. Why did it let me take all these side quests if I couldn't travel anywhere? If I knew I wasn't going to be able to travel anywhere, I wouldn't have wasted all that time talking to everyone.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Whoa,
Yote
Clive.
is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Listen, Clive, you didn't have to go on him that hard. He hasn't seen you in like 23 years, brother. Alright, he's just happy to be with you again.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they would.
That's fine. How do I get down there? Oh, that way probably. No. That's all connected.
Allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
Can't jump down. Yeah, but have you ever considered running past them?
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Be safe.
What you got, brother?
You're injured.
Oh, am I?
What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Yeah, don't give him a potion or anything.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead.
Ooh, that's a lot of
Just
blue.
off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
Did I? Things seem kind of dying. Oh no, never mind. No, yeah, that's what we wanted. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that was Joshua. Whoa, Torgal. Come on. Come on. Shit. Shit. I wanted to dodge so I can get the boost, and then I missed the dodge.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Stick.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar. Son of a whore.
You're Sid. I was there, in Cosnis, when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith, when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Brother, you want to do this?
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go.
Brother, I was trying
Leave!
to.
Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Idiot. Hey, good luck getting past the Aether Flood, idiot.
Let's go.
Let's ride. Can I travel to other places? I can. Should I? Let's see. How do I go local map? Ooh, maybe, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I go over here.
The bandits, maybe.
Shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping.
Fuck! How the hell did they? The finest cell swords in
Could be I know something.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the
Cool
secret of how
nickname,
to be
though.
in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
Me?
You too,
I
Goods.
guess, yeah. Bro, the story missions already take a long time. It's super sucky that the side quests are so long and there's so many and they drag for so long sometimes. Like this, like even just the design of the city, I had to walk around the entire city instead of just going straight from the outside here. I had to go all the way around just to get to this exit because this is the only exit that takes me to the thing over there. And then I can't run whenever I want, so I had to summon a chocobo. Or take
Time
longer
to
to run.
brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Are you sure about this?
Now, when we could pretend this didn't happen.
Whoa! Nice, Josh. There's 2 left. That's so slow. That's so not worth it. Oh, I got. Oh. Why is it so hard We're still alive. Oh. Okay, now do we go rescue Goots?
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me,
why'd you send me to 2
end
different
me.
places?
You're not worth the effort.
Oh,
now be gone. Before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Yeah, question answered.
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Although that was kind of a gamble that he took to that we would separate.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it?
What?
I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself.
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Karen. But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you.
Does she have a
Did you think
fake
I wouldn't
eye?
notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
Damn.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Oh.
Goose, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot.
You
Out
great
of the way, I
galoot.
can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Uh-oh. I never noticed that she had different eyes. Is that
Sorry
one of
to
them
keep you waiting.
false? Or does she have heterochromia?
Is he
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair.
From
After
the
all,
dialogue,
I
it
should
sounds
know.
like, yeah.
You don't mean...
She's just missing an
Oh,
eye.
don't tell me you didn't notice.
I didn't.
Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But
Nice.
what if he comes back again?
You go for the
What
other
if he
eye.
does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Live.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Now I have to go back and talk to her. Oh, brother. Okay, let's talk to... Fancy. Has to be upstairs?
My lord Marquis, is that... It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success.
I was just
and
there.
Safety.
God damn it. You know, it just occurred to me the reason why these side quests drag so long is because they're all voiced. They're all fully voiced. I can't skip through the dialogue. Or maybe I'll try. Maybe I'll see if I can just press X to like get through them. But bro,
There were ghosts at the gate.
it's so annoying that I went to go do something at the one spot, then I go do something else, and they tell me, hey, go do the thing. Go do something in the place you just were at. Why couldn't he just tell?
To the meadows, then. That's what the captain.
Yeah!
This might take a while.
Nope.
What do you say? I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers.
There's a blue
Easy enough to
dragon.
spot. Thanks, Gal. This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with.
Sick. No, my thing just ran out. I got the thing.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
What does heady mean?
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Yeah, let's go to stupid Dalamil. Just in case they ask me to do something at the hideout again afterwards.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy?
The gentleman of the town guard.
Also annoying that I can't run in cities. I have to wait until I cross here. Come on, Ambrosia.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Ambrosia.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Like butler. Criminal undercover.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
And maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Brother, I stood in front of them.
Thank you.
In front of you for...
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Oh, fun. Nice, the wisp count. Pagu. Okay, that's one down. Gotta go get the other one. Let's try there.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dunamil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
All yours, brother. I gotta go find the other guy?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Hey, again, I was just here.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be any.
Nice, at least it's on this side.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him.
Oh,
I'm
what a
Alistair
coincidence.
Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Okay. Now we run. Or we ride.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Oh, they're just right here. Hey, dummies.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Ow. Yeah. Look at that melting. Okay. All right.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
I don't know.
Rockford,
the guys I fought looked pretty
listen
bandy to me.
If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
Alright, bye-bye. Main quest? No, I'm gonna turn in all my shit.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Have to go all the way to Martha's Rest. I'm pretty sure it's been like an hour and a half of nothing but side quests.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Okay, come on, let's keep going, let's keep going.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
Boop, boop.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. As though these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it.
Not bad.
Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
he have
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavour and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking.
True.
But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
No.
I'll give it some thought.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
That's my boy.
Why, you big lump.
Yo, great
Fine.
galoot.
Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any
Ohana
favours.
means family.
A potion
And
today will cost you the same
means
as it did
no
yesterday.
one gets left behind or forgotten. Oh, another thing. Is this enough? Yeah.
Did you see that?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your
you got for me?
benefactors are a generous lot.
Oh, it's just.
Here you are.
Oh. I thought it was more AP.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
No, that's the close. Sag.
Good girl.
Yeah!
No fighting for me. I made it. Idiots.
This might take a while.
It will not. I'm not fighting them. Is my guy still here? I don't see him. I guess he's gone.
Time to fight.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Why are there so many lanterns in the overworld, but none of them are lit?
I can walk from here. Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Thatch. I could have just teleported here. If only I knew. Where's Joshua? Why didn't he come in?
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei.
Thanks for the help, by the way.
You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
The guy himself.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic!
Rat.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Actual? I mean, yeah. That was gonna happen. Is he stupid?
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris.
Mid.
A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then,
It's weird that,
how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
You
The
idiot.
tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
Fair?
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Ooh la la, Joshi, what's going on?
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
So they said that was Ultima?
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
Not more
And
side quests.
Which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a
slightly
rumor
skip
most
through it. Okay.
fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Did they have to name it skin trade? That's kind of gross. It's kind of gross.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crystals?
You!
finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb this...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me. Assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Hey, come on. Come on.
How are those new boots treating you?
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
I don't like it.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalaman.
Not a scratch on them.
Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing?
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home.
What Golden Plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Mummy made a pottage.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the skies.
It has indeed.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen them for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people?
Oop. Was it? Da 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 dum.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it. At least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This...
Oops.
Children of the... That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last, but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
True.
Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Hoggies. One goblin coin. Pog.
How are those new boots treating you?
Beneath the flood, yes.
The fuck he wants me? Oh, boy. Oh, and normally. When does this open up? Okay, leave. Leave that exit and then take the west path, you said?
Cyril, how fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
What?
Pray accept this token.
Not another seal.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
No comment.
The free cities under siege?
Oh, and it's free. Fuck.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
Yeah, for something else.
Time to fight.
I'm not fighting mobs, so I need to get my EXP through missions.
Have care.
Hey, dummies. That's just the core of the song. Sounds kind of sick nasty.
Old he may be. It looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. This one.
Boom. Bro, these satellites comboed with... Can't really combo them actually with the wisps.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better. Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek.
Gross.
Yet as adamant as her virtue.
Not
This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Thanks. Okay, bye-bye.
Not here.
Probably when we cross this, right? Still no. Still no.
Not here. This is
Still
no time to
no.
ride. Ambrosia won't help me here.
Okay, on the road. Got it. Orcs.
Then let us be rid of them.
What if we just, you know, just kept going? A lot of orcs. Wait, is there something up there?
You deserve a rest.
No. Excuse me. I guess not. Oh, poor girl. So I can't get past that yet? Titan's Wake.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Nice, another teleport. Sick. Oh, not sick. Is that the flag of a load?
The free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
What is this? Minus 2, 3 of them available. Bro, I've done enough side quests today. I'll do them off stream. We've been going what, 3 hours, and like two of them were side quests? Nah.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
The uncle's reunion
I
with...
knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Mididol, but everyone calls me Mid.
my lady.
Whoa.
Hey?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you.
That was kind of weird though,
I never
Josh.
thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
Wait, they're after Mid though. Send
See that
someone
Mid
with
doesn't
her.
get herself into trouble, would you?
Let's go.
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Sorry, Jill. Now Mid is best girl.
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Let's go, Torgal. Okay, real quick though. Oh, I was closer to that side than this side. Rip. Okay.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things.
Oh! Oh, they're getting their ass beat. Are they dead already?
They're wearing blue armor.
Oh, it's you. Where is he? I wasted a lot of time with my satellite. Finish him. Finish him. So well, actually, we weren't here to save them, but we did rush over here for nothing. Because they're all dead. Hit you with my... All three of them, baby! Oh, another one.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
Too bad the dash outside of that we just can't have normally is the dash that we have when we're in Ifrit. I can just press circle and then just dash everywhere. Ooh. Nope, it's a door. Come on, Torgal. Royal Mastiff. Oh, I thought I was just out of reach. Get him. Magic ash. Why do I even need so much magic ash? Any... Nice, Torgal. Do I get anything when it's not at level 2? No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think Mega Flare is worth the effort. Any chests? No, okay. Gold Pog, I didn't have enough.
That's certainly big. Joshua and Jill must be busy. All right.
Thunder. Whoa. Oh shit. I don't know if I should go toe to toe with him on magic. Oh, I jumped right into that one. I jumped right into that one too. Should I use this chance to...
I've heard Torgal. To me, boy. All yours, Torgal.
Almost there. Oh! Look.
Too slow.
said in the thing, bro, I almost died to the Kamehameha wave. Maybe it said when I first got Bahamut. I definitely wasn't paying attention. So
this is the Agora, where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
So I get a boost in the charge if I dodge. I guess that explains why you're able to dodge during the movement. I need potions and high potions, please. One of each. Pog. Pog.
Where are they?
Before we get into anything else.
These creatures. Some of us reach extend this far. What the hell is going on here? Stay down! Where is your master? What does he want?
Get this guy first, then this guy. I got both of them. Pagu.
You've caused quite the commotion.
Oh, he suited up.
But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
Is he a knight or is he a dragoon? What is he?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have
Okay,
been
not a
very
dragoon,
much
I don't
looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard. And you will yield. Or not.
Oh, still cool down.
Too slow.
I tried dodging. Ooh, idiot. back up.
Trick.
Oh.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir.
Ooh.
Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Oh, too soon. Oh, too soon. There we go. Oh, I didn't think it would go that slow. Oh, I didn't think it'd go that fast.
Actually, I wouldn't.
Oh. Oh. I can't see his animation. Oh, I missed. Staggered. Oh, no.
Too slow.
Nice. I was gonna finish him with a mega flare. Sag. Another insignia.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Wait, so how did he have the powers of Odin?
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could.
Just like me.
I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Oh. Oh. Are we sure we don't want to, like, chop his head off so he doesn't turn into an Akashic?
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
Oh, goddamn. I too have a bloodied sword. Oh, 5. You're gonna choke on a main stage like this?
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander.
Oh, I'm not controlling him
I see
right now.
why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people.
Not the Nakama power.
And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
Clive, come on. Nice butt though. No, Jill, no, Jill.
is all the rest.
Joshua!
Didn't you see him chop open the giant-ass building?
This way! Hurry!
That ice isn't gonna stop him.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Wow, that was kind of embarrassing.
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat.
No.
But
You
why
don't
go to such
move
trouble?
on. You tell us what happened to
That
Jill.
filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right.
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gale into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
Who?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help.
Okay, but Jill.
And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What? What?
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive.
No.
Jill.
No.
Didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures.
I also haven't gotten
As
her
long as it
powers yet,
does,
so.
we can be certain she is alive.
Yeah, Jill's not going down until I suck out that Shiba juice
Pursue
from
the
her.
Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, Of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Why do we still need this? Oh, I guess we need to get to the continent anyways. Because there's no shot the ship is catching up to theirs. If we have to go all the way back to the hideaway just to get some stuff to then go back and then fix the boat.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Anything new I can make? Rune blade. Was better, so can I make anything else with this sanguine?
No scratches, right? Should last you a good while. No scratches, right? You can thank me later.
Oof. No, I don't have the monster mats because I haven't been fighting them.
Yeah, that should do you.
And if it's knowledge you seek.
Okay. Okay. Do I want? I have a lot. Do I want to just use them? I don't care about the master. I don't care about the master. What does the upgrade do? Oh, and the radius puck. I need to master one of these, which is the probably this one. There, I mastered it. Now I can use the combo to get the trophy. Master. I don't need to master them. Okay, I guess that's... Oh, I didn't save. Boom. Okay, alright. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it there. Actually, let me see real quick.
Those tomes wouldn't happen to have letters in them, would they?
Let me talk to Otto, see if that unlocks everything else, and then I can just do all the side quests off screen. Let's just talk to him, get the next part started.
It was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Can I go to other places? Yet. I can. Fuck. Okay. Cool. Alright, now we'll save. I will do the side quests and maybe some hunts off stream. I need to save again. Okay. I was getting paranoid about that. Alright, GG's. That was some more Final Fantasy XVI. I know we're close to the end. I looked. Campaign missions, right? We're in a Song of Hope. Yes. Mission 41 out of 49. So yeah, we are close to the end. I'm guessing maybe another 3 or 4 sessions, if I'm being generous. Although it'll probably end up being twice that. Yeah, it's not so bad, right? We're taking it slower than everyone else who's playing this game, but that's fine. Playing it at our own pace. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying playing it like this. I would like to play more, but you know, schedule being what it is. But yeah, GG's. That's gonna be it for today. Appreciate you guys watching, and as always, take care of yourselves. I'm out. Peace.